Hey, this is Rachel Cunningham, and you're listening to Joyful Love, episode 89. If you're ready to bring joy and connection back to your marriage, stick around. Each week, I give you the tools to up-level your thinking, open your heart, and bring joy and fun back to your relationship. Because it's not enough just to stay married. We want to love being married. Hello, my friends. I'm thinking this week a lot about fun. And, I meet a lot of women who are not having fun in life. It's almost like fun is a foreign word to them. They knew what it meant when they were young, when they were teenagers, and when they were in college and before kids. But now that they're married, they have no clue what fun looks like. Their lives have become stale or stagnant, and they're in the same routine with the same people in the same places every single day, and they're just beginning to feel really unhappy in life. So it's almost like a beautiful snow globe that's been sitting on the shelf for like a year. It's been ignored and it's stagnant, and all the snow has just settled to the bottom. There's no activity. It feels boring to look at. It's just sitting there. This is what many women come to be frustrated by. They're stagnant in their lives and in their relationships. Nothing feels fun anymore. In fact, everything kind of feels the opposite of fun. And they're craving that feeling of freedom and excitement. Now, don't get me wrong. These are very strong women. They set goals for themselves. They're working towards big things. They're loving and they're kind and they're compassionate. They're living the life they set out to live. But it seems like all of their current priorities and goals seem to be around finances, family, health, improving their homes. And those things used to spark fun, but now they're just kind of boring, right? Their goals are rarely just to have more fun. I don't know any woman who wakes up and says, my goal today is to have more fun. And I get it. I've been there many times. So let's look at when your life feels stagnant, your relationship feels stagnant. And it's not a bad life. Your life is good enough. You are good enough. But you feel deeply that something is missing because the same old is getting really old. So if stagnancy simply means that you're in a state of inactivity in one or more aspects of life, like the snow globe, it simply means that you're ignoring certain aspects of yourself that need to be paid attention to. To be more specific, you are ignoring your soul's desire to express itself, to be free, to have fun, and to be creative. Let's look at this from a different angle. If you ignore your health, you'll begin to lose muscle tone, right? It can mean that you're getting more aches and pains in different areas of your body. It can mean that your lungs aren't as powerful as they used to be, and you find walking up the stairs more difficult. This is why it's so important to not remain stagnant physically. And quite often, even the health gurus will tell you to change things up in your workout routine so that you can work on the different muscle groups effectively. And even add in different workouts just so that you can continue to have some excitement and enjoyment from learning a new exercise, right? So that your brain will want to keep coming back to it. This is such an important concept to apply to everyday life, to all of life, including to your soul's simple desire to have fun, that deepest part of you that is not necessarily in charge of keeping you alive, right? Your ego, your brain is in charge of keeping you alive. But your soul, it simply wants deep connection with other people. And it also wants the freedom to express itself fully. And that freedom to express itself, that freedom to just go have fun and to be creative and to go just simply be excited about life, it gets ignored because everything else seems so important. But like it or not, that is a part of you. That desire to feel free and excited and have fun, it is a deep part of you, and it's not going to go away. And if you're not paying attention to it, if you're not feeding that part of you, you're going to feel stagnant and bored in your life. And often you're stagnant and bored in your life and you don't have anybody else to blame. So you look at your partner and you start blaming them, right? They're boring. They're not exciting. They're not good enough, right? So I want you to really kind of start to look at like where you can start to change things up. I want you to explore that idea. Like, what if I changed things up? What if I shook up my life to welcome more fun into my life and into my world, right? Be the little kid that walks past that snow globe and says, ooh, let's shake it up and make it more fun. I remember going over to my aunt's house when I was a little kid. She had a snow globe, and I was always I always wanted to shake it, but I would wait till nobody was in the room because it looked so pretty that I thought if I pick it up, I might break it. And I thought somebody was going to scold me if I picked it up. So I would wait until everybody left the room, and I would pick it up and I would shake it, and I would just like watch all the snow in it, right? And it was so much fun. It was like just this little boring snow globe at first, but then when you shake it, it just like had all this beauty and excitement. That's what I want you to do to your life. Shake up the snow globe. You might be thinking to yourself that you've lost the ability to have fun. Or you might even think my husband or my partner has no clue how to have fun. They're just a stick in the mud. They're stressed out all the time and they affect me and I affect them. And, but I want you to challenge those thoughts. You both have the ability to enjoy life. It might take some practice. It might take you going first. You might need to give your soul permission to have fun. And you might have to remind your animal brain that says there's no time that yes, there is. That fun and joy is in you. It just needs to have permission to bubble up again and to come out. That deep need for your soul to express itself like a little kid who is free and giggly is in there. And it's supposed to be there. It's time to give that part of you permission to come out of hiding. So where do you start? How do you shake up the snow globe and have some more fun? First, look at your life right now and decide on purpose to love it. Now you might be confused here. Why would you start with loving your life as it is if you're going to welcome in some more fun? Because first of all, I don't want you to make the mistake of believing that you are wrong for what you're doing right now, that your partner is wrong for what you're doing right now, or that your life is wrong just because you want to welcome in some more fun, right? You've created the life you have for a reason. You started doing the things that you're doing for a reason. You got married for a reason, right? Because you loved your partner. You had children because you wanted to welcome them into your life. You got the job you had for at one point or another for a reason. And just because you're going to change some things up, even if you were going to change something really big like your career, it doesn't mean that you can't start with simply loving where you're at right now. So I think one aspect of welcoming fun in is to just ask yourself, what are you already doing that could be more fun if you just decided to love it and to be present with it? I was just talking to my son about this today of, what does it mean to have fun? And he, as a 18-year-old who knows how to have some fun in life, was also talking about being present. And I was like, this kid is so smart. And I asked him to come on here on my podcast today, but he refused. So I'm doing it all by myself. But we were just talking back and forth about just how important it is to be present with what you're doing, and we were just taking a simple walk today, and I just told him, I was like, this is not like something that like is filled with so much excitement, but I genuinely feel like it's fun because I'm just enjoying being present with him. And he was like, yeah, exactly. You just have to be totally present with what you're doing and you'll find more fun in those moments. And I was like, yeah, you're a smart kid. But even yesterday, I tried this as I was cutting up carrots for soup. And I noticed myself rushing through the chopping of the carrots, and I just felt like I had to hurry for some reason. I had to hurry and get it done, right? And now there was no reason to hurry. Nothing was going to happen if I got it done 5 minutes late. I wasn't rushing off to go anywhere. It was just where my brain was taking me out of habit. So I intentionally slowed down, and I reminded myself that I used to love cooking homemade meals. I used to thoroughly enjoy it. And I asked myself, what would make this task that I'm doing right now feel more enjoyable? So I paused and I just started chopping, right? And I just started genuinely paying attention to what I was doing in the moment. And I was thinking about like how awesome it is that I get to make homemade food for my family. And in that moment, I was so present, and I was like, ooh, you know what would sound good right now is if I put on some music. It's, been a while since I've put on music in the kitchen. And so I put on some music, and I was just dancing and swaying to the music as I was chopping the carrots and onions and celery all for the soup. But so it was, just because I decided on purpose to love what I was doing anyway, fun came in an instant. Right? With something that I forgot that I loved, simply by being present and then adding a little spice with some music. So look at your life as it is. Appreciate it as it is. Find gratitude for what you're doing. Love it right now. And then ask yourself, how can I change this up? Or how can I be present with this task enough to love it? And then kick it up a notch. Be willing to explore other things too. Be willing to let go of some things. It's a good thing to shake up that snow globe and say, what's new? What can be new? What can I reinvent in my life to welcome more fun and adventure? Seriously, ask yourself, what do I want? What's something that I could dream of to experience more in this life? You don't have to stay in this place of stagnance. So many of us do the same thing every single day and wish we could hurry up and be done with it. And then we wonder why we're bored in our marriages. What if your life together could be more exciting and more fun? What if your individual life, apart from your partner, could be more exciting and fun? Think about both aspects. Think about what do I want to do extra on my own, and what do I want to do with my partner to create more fun? I think both are important. So maybe try a new dance class. Maybe go to play darts at a local pub together. Sign up for an acting class. Heck, go to the park and swing on the kiddie swings. Put music on and dance together in your house. Decide to paint a mural on your wall, pick up a new instrument, or take lessons with an old instrument. Or scratch all of these and ask your unique soul what it wants. Just say, hey soul, what do you want? What would sound like fun just to try? You don't have to make any commitments here. What if you just decided on purpose to try something new every month? Creativity and fun is not just for kids. It's not childish or even midlife crisis-y to want to have some fun. Sometimes I also hear women complaining that their husbands are, they just want to come in and just have fun with the kids and they don't want to help out. And that's a really bad thing. But what if it's partly really good? And yes, we want to bring in some understanding for them to help you when you need help. But what if we can amplify that fun for all of you? Right? What if we can amplify all the fun, and then we can also welcome in some more teamwork? So fun is not just for dads, fun is for wives and moms too. And I believe that when you honor this need for excitement and joy and creativity in your life, and you start to add the fun and the simple pleasures of life just for the heck of it, just because it's what your soul wants, that benefits your kids and it benefits everyone around you. Partly because they see your example, and partly because you'll have more energy to give them and to be present with them. I truly believe when you welcome fun in your life, when you feed your soul's desire to express itself through creativity and fun, you have more energy. I believe that you'll also stop seeking fun and freedom through unhealthy choices, like spending too much time on social media or over drinking or overeating. Those things, those vices, are simply your brain seeking freedom and fun. So where is life feeling stagnant and boring? Where can life be more fun, more exciting, and more adventurous? Where can your relationship be more exciting and fun? It's not selfish to have those desires. It's beautiful because it is a big part of who you are. You know, this is one of my favorite things to coach women on, giving themselves permission to explore a more exciting and enjoyable life. It's not always easy. Sometimes partners are afraid to dream with them. Sometimes partners are hesitant. Mostly, though, it's my ladies that are hesitant. They feel like there's just no time for fun. They feel resentful about it. They feel bitter about it because there's just no time. They can't make time for fun. I want you to challenge that, though. So whether it's you or your partner who is hesitant about welcoming creativity and fun, you have to embrace understanding and compassion for both of you as you start to trust that your desires matter, even your desire for more frivolous fun. And it's my full belief that when you allow that part of you to breathe, your emotional connection with your partner grows as well. So, woman, beautiful wife and mother, no matter how old you are, whether you're a new mom or you have grown kids, or if you're somewhere in between, drop the expectations this world has put on you and allow yourself to let some shit go. Decide to enjoy the mundane a little bit more by being totally present with it. And then ask yourself, where can I welcome in some more fun and excitement in my life? I would love to help you with this. If you know that you need someone in your corner as you create a fun and fulfilling and loving and connected life and marriage, I invite you to come to a free video call, just you and me, where we can explore your life as it is. We'll explore what's missing and what's going wrong in your relationship. And I've recently changed up how I do my consultation calls. We are going to create a complete vision for your life together based on your unique priorities. We'll create a path there together. And if you choose to work with me on that call, I'll walk with you every single week to achieve that vision. You can book that first free call with me at rachelcunningham.com/work with me. That's Rachel, spelled with an AEL, cunningham.com/work with me. All right, I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to Joyful Love. If you'd like to know more about my work, come visit me at rachelcunningham.com. That's Rachel, spelled with an AEL, cunningham.com.